just want to tilt it the other direction. All right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. What is it? Like it.
You know, I should start with like a disclaimer at the bottom of my screen. This mahjong is for entertainment purpose only. Don't try to imitate.
Disclaimer.
It's perfect. Or I could just not say this mahjong. I could say mahjong is for entertainment purposes only. Do not emulate.
Door acceptance.
I think they just told me like just wait. I'm gonna get myself set up.
I found it kind of funny. There was someone who commented on my stream after it got posted last week who just said, "You are arrogant." And, you know, I just was curious as to why you said that. You know, I didn't say he's wrong or anything. But, like, I could see, like, you know, the way they talk about things or something like that maybe coming off as arrogant. I try not to be, but you know how it is. But what he ended up with was the way you're constantly fidgeting with tiles like this. The way you handle tiles. Like, I think, like, the discards and stuff that I do to properly do everything. Yeah, arrogance. Now, my guess is poor guy probably had experience with an experienced player who was arrogant and is then conflating experience and arrogance. But I don't know for sure. I found it funny more than anything, though. Question is, are you sad?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I can give you a hug later if you want.
I appreciate that.
Oh.
Time for 8 straight safe discards.
Yeah, so it really went that direction.
Yeah, I did, and then it did not pan out.
You and Spark are my least favorite players in the entire world. Fuck you. I'm gonna go Peach. Maybe. I might go Peach. Or, I mean, I already am playing Weakling by, what do you got? I don't know.
My thoughts exactly, Bonsai.
I'm gonna late here so that I can get my board pieces. I'm working on secret projects. Let's just say one. I may or may not be attempting to push the legality of how it goes. There's a controller with 50 buttons. You ever seen the Potemkin box? No? You've never seen it? Where it's lines of buttons, where it's like you do a line and it's a Potemkin buster. Like literally, it's line. So I thought. Yeah, he said I'm big if I make the build. So that's my.
Reach. I bet you're happy you have those safe discards now.
So many Genbutsu tiles. And tiles that are, you know, reasonably.
Or at least half Genbutsu, whatever that means.
Like the bird.
Alright, squash right. We're gonna get that started now. It is portable time European apparition loadout locking. Oh, never mind. Hold for your head stand.
We never do any abortive draws on Bonsai. So 4 reaching, 4 wind, Kyushu, none of those apply in real life Mahjong, with some exceptions. But our rule set at least doesn't have any. Someone showed up from our weekend meetup. Yeah, it basically just takes too long. We just want to play Mahjong, even if you have to do it with a shitty hand. Plus we go for the epic moments anyway, so if you have 9, just go for it. It's 3%, you'll get Kokushi.
I tried. It's only 8 hours. Definitely incorrect. But
Yep, 8 is 1%, roughly. I'm doing that by extrapolation, but you know.
I'm willing to try those odds. Suji could be.
And when you look at it by inspection, it's 9 is 3%, 10 is 9%.
Oh. 2 half of 2, 9,600.
Makes sense.
96.
You, I was gonna say, you bitch.
Here's 10 and 6.
Yep.
Well, despite gutting my hand early, I think I got back to a reasonable place.
Alright, now it's ready to squash.
Drawing a pair of the Dora helps, but
Yeah.
made me sad about just going to 8 when I saw the first one.
Yeah, it's always good to define that sort of thing, Bonsai. The only thing I haven't ever really defined for this club is if we play a Gariyame or a Gari Tenpai, which is different. So a Gariyame is, I think if dealer wins the last hand and is leading, the game ends. But a Gari Tenpai is what most people mean when they say Gariyame, if I remember correctly. It's if there's an aborted draw and the dealer's temp high, they can still win off of it. As opposed to some rule sets say that if the dealer doesn't win, you have to keep playing. Which
So-
extends.
Going to exhaust and getting paid out as dealer.
Yep, and some rule sets go as far as saying, what's the exact wording he uses? The game has to end on a non-dealer win. Or something like that. If you're not playing with the Gariyame. But, yeah. Hey, same Dora.
Surely this time I'll hit the 1%, right? No one did that.
This is certainly a hand of tiles.
Yeah, I love playing.
This continues being a hand of tiles.
I'm glad they have not transmogrified into something else.
I'm not. That'd be really cool. Be a great trick for stream. Remember, kids, this is attempted by a professional Mahjong player. Don't try to imitate at home. Am I technically a professional Mahjong player? I guess I am.
What's the criteria? Do you just have to be like part of an org, or?
I think you have to be skilled in whatever field it is and gotten paid to do it or something.
Well, there's a lot of pro Mahjong players that don't get paid.
Are there?
Yeah, like they pay to be part of tournaments. They pay their yearly fee to be part of whatever group they're in.
Yeah. But that's pro in name, not definition, in theory. That's a pro certification.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think there's a few different ones. Yes, Mordecai, I have. Like, technically, you guys are paying me right now. Because I make ad revenue.
There is also the implication of making one's livelihood in the activity.
Yeah, but then it'd be really hard to be a professional in a lot of things.
That's true.
I guess you could always be an expert if you need different terminology. I may regret some of my life decisions soon. If not my life decisions, then my Mahjong decisions. Starting like right now. Maybe we can bail out.
Somewhere the cheat toy gods are laughing at me.
Only if it is for 5 minutes.
There are no cheat toy gods, only cheat toy demons.
Yeah, so that sounds about right.
We use out here. Yeah, look at that. There
Come on.
Oh, don't say that. Reed's across the table right now.
What?
Mordecai's cheating on his diet.
No.
Hibachi instead of a pistachio. Hey, Lane. I don't like this. Actually doesn't look the worst. Is it a good tile?
One. Tiny outdoor too. Probably not worth dominating, but like the inside weight of
Yeah,
a
no,
twice
I'm
cut
absolutely
single
down with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tiny outdoor 2 inside weight.
52 base becomes 55. Yep.
And then the yep.
Yeah, there's quite a few tiles that improve the weight, so it makes sense to dominate.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that.
And I
It's
didn't really
more
locked in on it.
like 5,200 bad weight with Yaku is like the borderline for Dama for me. Because it's high enough value that you want to improve your winning chances by not reaching. If it's 5,200 good weight, that's where I don't Dama. Even if it has upgrade chances.
Like if it was a triple sided weight, you do that.
Or double sided. Because you're kind of Rhiannon.
Well, you can increase your odds of getting from the inside weight to get them to do that.
And the sumo argument is not a great one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's declaring Reichi absolutely reduces your winning chances, but it increases the value of the hands that you win. That's the big trade-off. There's no reason to. We have barely started, Mordecai. I've Reichi'd once, and then you just saw the other hand.
Rohan, Ricci. Oops. Decently large, manga, Paimon, no, Dom.
Yeah.
Higher than that, Ricci.
Only Yakuman. And only if you're a man, so I'm not beholden to this. Oops, you're right.
Oh, is the saying?
If you're a real man, you must reach all your important hands, even if they're Yakuman.
I did not know that there was a qualifier in that saying.
It might not be real man, it might be if you're a man. It sounds right. And these tiles also exist.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Joe Pucks? Is there an audio? Oh. I know what the audio issue is. Sorry about that. Yeah, Joe Pucks, what do you mean what I think about Akadora? Not my day so far.
You will have to have this Mahjong train on your own.
Yeah, exactly. Bonsai. I don't know which one to pronounce it as. But yeah, that's one where you reach it because the value of the sumo is that much higher. So the default for that hand is typically Richi. I mean, it might just be that someone's swearing every other word. You never know. No, I think what happened, the microphone was like pointing the wrong way because my jacket wasn't supporting it properly. So I moved the microphone and we should be good now. Oh, I see, Joe Pucks. No, I prefer Akadora, I think. What do I like about it? I'm trying to figure out how to best describe it there. It encourages more discerning play to an extent, where if there's no Akadora, it's too easy to push pretty much willy-nilly into an open hand if you can see that they don't have Dora. But with Akadora, you don't have that luxury. You have to always be just a little bit cautious. And at the same time, it's possible to do comebacks too, which is great. You're not wrong, Nato.
That's rough. Very, very funny, but rough.
Exactly, Bonsai.
It's because I discarded them.
Absolutely, Nato. This game is unfortunate. Let me see.
Okay, just for to our sides,
Let's see. It's like this are always intriguing. Okay, I'm missing some questions in chat. I apologize. I got distracted by something on my phone. So give me just a minute to catch up on everything.
Me in
What
every
is
situation
that?
I have in life.
What do I do with this? No, it's got to be that, right? Okay, no questions or anything. If I missed a question of yours, please feel free to speak up. Hey, Nelson. How did I know you were going to do that? Like, I already pulled the safe
Extremely
tile for
predictable.
you to the right side here and everything.
It helps if you just draw the safe tiles.
The real question is, can we push this tile? The instinct says yes.
Tile explicitly asks that I draw the safe tiles. This one is
Oh, usually about 4 bonsai. I guess I don't really have much safer than that, do I? Yeah, I figure around 4, give or take, is when I'm start doing a nod to it, but I don't really go hard cheat toy until 5. So I try to put it off as long as possible. Fantastic. God damn it. It's no pen food Dora too. Dora
It is 3,600.
Yep. Nice hand.
May I have you back?
Rough one, chat. Oh, absolutely, Lane. I'd say that like most of my cheat toy hands start from attempting an Ipeko.
Definitely didn't need to pay that extra $1,000 into that, but oh well.
Was it wrong?
Yeah, it was.
Why?
Because it was a very bad weight. But I myself wasn't sure about something regarding the hand, so I figured I'd just be safe. Like, can you wrong the last tile of an Ipeco if you have no other Yaku?
Yes, as long as you're not frozen.
Cool.
Yeah, we don't play Adazuka or anything that would prevent that.
Hidden the way that 3 concealed does.
No, that's only ever triplets.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
Yep, it comes from the food counting.
Well, I reached just to be safe. But it was on the last 7 dot, which was in your hand.
Oh yeah. Now, if you're waiting on one tile, you don't fight a Ricci.
Yeah, no. But like, maybe I force this. I mean, I'm locked into a Ricci against it. So, I don't know. Definitely not the correct option, but it was fun.
No, my favorite thing with the rule set that we have is the fact that you can be waiting on both Chitoy and another hand at the same time, which isn't possible in regular Mahjong rules.
Due to
Yep. So you have an Ipeco, you have 2 pairs, and you have a triplet. So because of Kansai Chitoy, that triplet, you're waiting on the last one of those, but then you're also waiting on the Shanpon for the Ipeco hand. That is correct, Nelson. Someone finally found this house. I'm not actually sure, Elaine. That's one that I don't know.
Yo! It's
Get
just
that back.
the Souths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Give me. I'm being disappointed. That's what I'm being.
I'm sorry.
I opened.
How arrogant of you.
I opened with this almost double reachable hand.
Yep. Yep. Those hands never make it. Unless they do. But, 50-50. Either happens or it doesn't.
Hey, just know that.
I understand it's very personal.
I was thinking it might be Lane, but if nothing else, it's probably on the exhaustive glossary on Ricci Mahjong of New York. On their website. Wait, why are you predicting that sort of thing, Mordecai? Are you doing an over-under on my sumos at 3.5 or something? If you chombo sumo, does that count? Technically, you still declare sumo.
What if you sumo and don't see it? Because you're too dizzy from your L flush hand.
That doesn't
Couldn't have
happen
been
to
me.
me.
Couldn't have been.
So Ricci Mahjong of New York has a website that has a very exhaustive glossary of Mahjong terms. So I'm sure that is on there somewhere.
Wait.
You had it?
There.
Yeah.
It's okay, you won't get any. I've got 4. But I can't con them because I'm going to use them in a run. We're playing Space Mahjong, right? Yep. Okay, cool.
So what's space mahjong? What makes it space?
I'm not sure where the term Space Mahjong came from, but what makes it space is that runs wrap. You can declare cheese from anybody,
Everything.
and Winds and Dragons can be runs. So yeah, it's a little crazy game.
It's fun.
Well, I would gamble with you, but I feel like that'd be cheating. So I guess I'd like always have to take the over if you did an over/under. Well, on the bright side, Mordecai, you don't live in Japan, so you're not going to be spending day and night in a parlor. Playing Mahjong, that is.
Beach.
I might take the under on those sumos, Mordecai.
True again.
Well, it depends, Mordecai. It depends how much money you're losing at the parlor. Yep, it'll happen, Nelson. That's why when you get to higher levels of Mahjong for tournaments and everything, knowing how to push against early reaches like this is very important.
No.
And not doing things like that. I can't say I wouldn't have pushed that, but you know.
He wasn't going to get it.
That's just 3 keeping through. That's 2K.
Can I get change?
2K. The Doko is called to me.
Honorato?
Well, almost.
Almost.
I probably would have.
You could have drawn into it.
Yeah. The Doko called.
Oh, absolutely, Nelson. That's why you just have to deal into enough hands that eventually you don't care anymore. So it's not New York City, it's Mahjong of New York. Like REACH, Mahjong of New York, I believe, if I remember correctly. But just look up like Mahjong terminology list or something like that, and it'll be one of the first results. Okay, yeah.
Boom.
Oh, you mean can't find that term. I get it. I don't know. I'm sure there's some term for it. I feel like it just doesn't come up in English very often.
Term for what?
A shape like 223.
Boom.
It's is it Yantan? Yanmen plus? No, it'd be Yan.
I think Rantan is something else.
Yan something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It could be Rantan.
I think Yantan is like a mix of a Yanmen and a Tanki. Yanshan doesn't sound like a word though.
Could have fooled me. Triplet plus the single tone next to it is Rantan. Thanks, Bonsai. I really should learn these complex shape terms more, but when I can barely be arsed to study the Japanese language as a whole while working at a Japanese company, it's tough sell. That's what I usually do, Bonsai, so I get it. Absolutely not, Nelson. Even doing what I'm doing right now is not really okay in a tournament. Mainly because it can be used to obfuscate.
Is it not okay generally, or just only when you've drawn a tile?
Generally. I don't really want to discard this tile. But it was trying to jump out of my hand, so maybe I do. Not super likely.
Well.
But yeah, in the tournament, when you draw, your drawn tile has to go right here, or somewhere that is clearly visible where it is. So you can do it here, you can do it here, you can do it here, whatever. And then you have to discard, like from within your hand or whatever, to make it clear what's going on there. I hate this game. See, the thing is, in Japanese culture, if you say something is heavily frowned upon, that translates to in American it's disallowed, right? Like it's the cultural thing there. Although that does break down sometimes, bonsai. Huh. What do I do here? I just don't have a good discard here. Everything is bad.
There a shotgun medic man! Shotgun medic man!
Oh, I hate this. Steals in, right? Okay, step back for a moment. No. We will play good Mahjong here. And hopefully we'll get rewarded for it. Although my discard pool is really awkward with where this ended up. What the hell is going on here? I really hate this game. It's fine. At least it's intentional now.
As a discard pile, the hand is lovely though.
No, the problem was I couldn't discard this, and then I drew this that I couldn't discard either. So, without those, this hand looks great. And then there's like one tile that's suspiciously absent on this board. I'm not talking one like number. I'm talking one specific tile of one specific number is suspiciously absent. Which means I can't discard this. Because I can't discard that, I can't discard these. So you see my problem. And then that includes that.
Keep putting them over there.
Yeah.
The better it is for me.
Not really. Because I'm eliminating the ones that'll deal into you.
Yeah,
But we're gonna go for this.
yeah, this is the last roll.
But yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Half the hand is problematic.
I gotta find
Honestly.
a safe tile amongst the
It should be difficult.
Yeah, like it was these tiles.
Oh, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fucking it.
Yeah,
All right, who's waiting on the birds?
Yeah.
not me. Okay,
I have birds.
I've got two of them.
Yeah, right? Here, have some birds.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, I was identifying this as suspect. That entire Suji.
I was not going to be a fan of discarding those.
Oh wait, you're not Tenpai. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just you?
Honestly, this whole thing is
Yeah.
non-star.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. I was sitting on 4 too, but not a bird.
Yeah, I was thinking after discarding a 2 here that I would, change the weight, but I'm like, nah, bird.
Hey, got you 3,000 points. That's more than the hand was worth, isn't it?
Yeah, what? I was like, oh, I have a pair of white green dragons and a pair of norths and a concealed triplet of 4.
Yeah, so 2,600.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. And then threw very little after the 2 pawns, so I'm just like, come on, let's just get a few wins for something.
My points are at like 22 on the dot. I think I'm in either 3rd or 4th, but I haven't even dealt in yet.
Third.
It was mainly from some asshole sumoing a Hanuman on my deal. So, you know.
Who would do that?
Like I said, some asshole. I don't know. Just kidding. It can't, because that is that one Cincinnati game. That was awful.
What happened in that one?
So I didn't deal in a single time. I might have lost 1 stick to Ricci, but I don't even think I did that. I ended up from a 30,000 start at negative 10,000 without a single deal in. The table was rough.
Just ground down until the last hand, and then it.
Yeah, it was almost exclusively sumos the entire time, and every single hand was, almost exclusively sumos, almost exclusively Mangan or up. I think on my deal it was a Hanuman and a Baimon sumo. And, yeah. So that's 14,000 points right there, and then I lost another 26,000 on top of that. So yeah, it was the last round. I wasn't, really in the running for top 8 anyway, so is what it is.
I rig it out.
But on the bright side, I have a Homba. I didn't earn it, but
It's there.
I guess I earned it by not dealing in.
That's a way to earn Homba.
Exactly.
Where's that concealed triplet of 4s in the opening hand now? Not here.
Same place 10-year double Richie was. Not here. Not there either.
Maybe there should be a 2 home.
Just kidding. I wonder if the tournament rules at any point say you have to discard like this, or if you have to align your discards, in which case all of them like this would be fine.
I think it would be heavily discouraged.
Oh, I know it would be. That's not in question. But as long as I don't go to Japan. I never did pull that kind of shit playing with my coworkers. They're too serious. I'm also not streaming while playing with them, so it's a very different game. I just can't discard right now. So how do we win this hand?
Okay.
Should be pretty obvious for you. Come on. Who, me? Well, here we are. Most Honba. We've gotten a Pa Renchan here before. I think that's about as high as it's gotten. So Pa Renchan is, if you don't know, a Yakuman if there are 8 Honba out, hence Pa at the beginning. 8th. Or 8th, I guess would technically be more accurate. Hate this draw. It's okay, maybe the next one will save me. Okay. I'm on thin ice right now. Yeah, it is. Most people don't play with Pa Renchan, I'd say. The online clients don't or anything, but we have a lot of unlikely rules for fun in our rule set. At least these draws are cool.
The discard draw is continued.
What's that?
I said the discard draw is continued.
See, the thing is, if we have to, I'm going to do this. I won't say it's a good idea, but it's something.
This is a game or just fun?
I don't even know if that's right, though. Like, I guess the score differential's there. Well, we don't get to make that decision anyway. Reach. Yeah, this hand took like every single worst improvement it possibly could. Not quite true, but close. I mean, I'm still happy with where I'm at, but, you know. Hey, Nelson.
Riot is a lying fish. It doesn't exist.
So, almost got the like cool local Yaku thing.
A fair chunk of the way to die, Sange.
Yeah.
Fair chunk of the way.
Yeah, just Richisumo Pinfill is 1,400 all.
14.
Yeah, I have 100 back.
Thank you for being a human being and not saddling me with literally every white stick.
You're very welcome.
Hey guys, I want a hand.
Huzzah! Also, holy crap. Completely closed, too.
Yep. Those are the best
called
ones.
the last, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my most recent draw.
I'd have pushed it. Mainly because I need to win points at this point. I was trying to give him so many Manzu because it looked just like a flush at first.
There was flushiness going on too, and then I started drawing more dragons. So I was like, oh, Sai Sangen hand, or at least a So Sangen hand.
Yeah. So Shosangen with Honitsu is already another Haneman. Oh God, Mordecai's counting the over-under. So Mordecai, the real question is, you said tonight originally. Does that mean it's just this Hanchan, or is it every Hanchan I play? So much cheating.
So much.
And for the record, doing what the shit I just did with the dice is also not acceptable in a tournament.
It sounds like fun isn't acceptable in tournament.
Exactly. They even try to get rid of our red fives.
Wait, what? How dare they?
I know, right? No, I'm playing much better with red fives. So now it looks like I have so many more sticks. So if you didn't catch it, what I did with the die roll is I picked up both sides of the wall and went like this to wedge the dice in between them and shoot them out from the wall after placing them on top of the wall. So yeah, it's a thing. Cannot say I recommend it in tournaments.
All right, if you're not playing the practice set, stop your friendly for me. Stop your friendly. There, come on.
Boom. This hand is the opposite of pretty.
It is the hand of a worker.
Hopefully. When Penchan cuts revolt.
I'm going to read you. No, I'm reading. You guys can go back to sleeping right there. I'll call you.
The bracket reset comes at the end of the double elimination.
Makes sense. Yeah, I missed that was a Sanma game for a moment, but yeah. A little crazy. So I was reading it and I thought it was, Yonma, and I'm like, okay, so someone got a Honitsu? What's cheap? What's so special about that? No, it makes sense. Mordecai is slacking.
Sorry for the delay here.
Yeah. It's sad, but, If I just kept all my pinches, this hand would have been great. Have a completed run and a pair with a Dora.
It's been a bundle. You will be back stronger than ever.
It's true. Roll. Hot store too, 6,400.
Didn't matter. We were doing awful at this game. It didn't matter.
But there were ways where the Akka worked out to my benefit. The best Suji trap is the Akka Suji trap. What's that?
I had 4 doors.
So you had all the rest of the door I didn't have? Yep.
Was hopefully going to be waiting on a 369 so.
No, I was at that point where if I drew a 3-pin, I wouldn't have even bothered changing to the Ryanman because it'd only be one more tile. And it doesn't accept Dora. Plus, if I Tadashi a 2-pin that late, the jig is up. Everyone's got a pretty good idea what's going on there. They're paying attention. Which, if I was in that position, 50-50. to, if you weren't watching the bad manner thing I did with the dice, it was this. And once again, get a 5.
That's why it's bad manners.
Exactly.
It's guaranteed to let you cheat.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure I have Nelson. I've played a good number of tournaments at this point. I believe I've done at least a 4-sided. Honestly, though, it's more fun to call people out when they miss their weight and they think they're waiting on something they're not, which is like the one lower pin so it doesn't wait on. Waits on 2, 3, 4, 5. So I felt kind of bad. So like I was trying to soften the blow a little bit, but I was like, you know, I feel really dumb. I can't see the weight. Could you show it to me and like arrange the hand? And he tried for a couple minutes and he's like, oh shit. Oof, I hate it when that happens. It's the too many outs syndrome they talk about in poker, right? Oh, if you don't know the term chombo, it's a penalty applied for, like, the loosest translation you can get is cheating, but it's not necessarily cheating, it's a gameplay error. So things like declaring a roll without a valid hand, or Yep, exactly. Probably should have discarded this here. Probably gonna get punished for it now. Pawn. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh, so where's that gonna happen?
The 8-pin never hurt anybody.
It's the deal that happened immediately after that.
Interesting. If you guys start having a lot of issues like that, let me know. My Wi-Fi's on and everything. But yeah. I don't know if you can really do that, Mordecai. Smash isn't typically played online. But also this is, you know, a LAN cafe. It's got some pretty good Wi-Fi. Even better wired internet, I'm sure. I don't know about that, Nelson. I hate that game. True. I think it's subjective everywhere, though, right? They call it masochism, Nelson. It's just one of those things. Sumo. On the Otozuke. That'll be 4,200 all.
Here's 5. And I have 1 back.
Right? Wait, 40. Yeah. There we go.
May I have 1 back?
Yes.
And tried to go Ipeko, ended up in T-Toy. All the time. And I only
Thank you, Mordecai.
got there with that last discount.
No, I was just fearing drawing the 1 so, having already discarded the 5 when I could have gotten the Kanchan instead. But I wasn't expecting to have to open that hand. Aw, no cheating this time. This is one of the hands of all time. We got some options here. And by some, I mean like 1. But you know, having 1 options is good. And now we found another option. Oh, that's not good. That's probably why this stream is doing a lot of shit. It's gonna go crazy one more time. I'm gonna cut off the Wi-Fi. Monument never happens. You made the right choice.
Good.
guaranteed chance at 2 versus non-guaranteed chance at 5. I'll take that.
I think that's the play. Clean this up a hand a little bit better so you guys can read it better. There we go. It's a weird one though.
Welcome to the London Fest and Day Trial.
These draws are not amazing. Like my discards I want to do are these. But we might not get that luxury. But we have the save tile.
Okay, now we're going to start dealing on ortho and IX on
So these two tiles look pretty safe.
We're going to have
That tile does not. So it's an easy decision. To an extent, Nelson, sure. Sotogawa. Oh, now I draw that tile. Ugh. Just don't know if I discard this or this. How many points am I at?
7.
I'm like 35-ish. What path does this take? I think this is worth the risk here. Derek, I'm not sure on that one yet. I'm going to Richinomi for sure. I'm already signed up for that. Cart, I have not decided on yet. I'm already doing a lot of traveling around that time of year. So I'm going across to Ireland too. Safe tile. That wrecks all the other ones. Okay. I think the next discard to go is this though, not this. Tosh. Okay, so that gives us some options then, because now we can discard that.
Happy to help.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky in that regard, Derek, to be honest.
Just making our decisions.
I didn't know where to pull. Look at these tiles. You talk all the outside to outside.
Why is it always the high value hands on my dealership? Just don't sumo this time. Run the hell out of each other.
Across the floor. Watch you go across the floor.
Mark your gut.
That doesn't look that bad. No, I said don't sumo. Cheater.
Okay, it's good that I fold him.
Ritsumo Pinfudora. Ritsumo Pinfudora. 77 is. Wait, don't tell me. 24.43.
That sounds right.
No.
No?
So reach sumo pin fedora is 4 and 20. Yep. So 1326 plus 4.
17.30.
Yep.
I tried so hard.
17.
Oh, I missed a 5,000 in there.
17.
Yeah, the push I would have had to. I was looking at discarding that, and it just did not seem worth it. 1-4.
I was at 10. I was at 10 pi and I needed to discard a 6-so to do it. So I had to fold there.
Oh yeah. Why is that, Nelson? Oh yeah. No, that's fair. But I didn't say it last time, and someone still sumoed, so at least the sumo is smaller this time. I'm okay with that outcome. I'm a little bit higher than I thought it was. I'm over 40. Oh wait, no, I counted before the Mahjong, didn't I? That makes sense. Okay. I just almost reached out to start going the wall. Like, can I do that? Nope, it's too much. If I did some practice, maybe. But is this like baseball? Is another player part of the wall? What the hell is this starting him? Chat, help. What do I do? I guess it's actually kind of straightforward, because first discards this no matter what. So we'll just see what we draw here. I know, Mordecai, I know. I'm sorry. It had to happen.
Discard the bird. Go Beaver.
These things happen.
Mm-hmm.
If they could just not happen to me, that'd be better.
Chi.
Fully ass that.
Well, there you have it.
Huh.
What was that?
Huh. No need for Dora.
Hard to use. No, Nelson, the crow tile is my spirit tile. Like the one at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Daijoubu. Daijoubu.
Let me go.
Thanks, Mordecai. I actually need to port my store from Etsy to Square. Oh, why'd I do that? I think it's probably fine. Who did that? Was that me?
No. You did that a long time ago.
I did? Whoops. Chad, why didn't you say something?
What? No.
Well, given my recent discards, it probably wasn't a good tile.
I hadn't noticed until just now.
Thanks, Mordecai. I didn't either. Too busy doing other things. Yeah, we don't really do that, Nelson. Especially if it's not caught right away. We enforce the bigger penalties, but small things like that that don't actually affect the outcome of the game, not so much. But no, I just curse myself to shit draws, apparently.
Every time.
Using advance for the weight and calculating.
All good. Villager Pocket King K rules giant cannonball.
I have no idea. Those were words.
In fact, in my completely unknowing opinion, yes.
I can make up an answer if you want me to.
Oh, you picked no. That way one of us would be right.
Well, that's Isabel, not Villager.
None of these players are players.
Yep, yes,
Oh, for sure, Nelson.
All right.
Cool.
Oh no, absolutely. You don't expect to at this point.
Unfortunately.
But they may be put in a position where they don't have a choice. I want to know what you were calculating. Yeah, this is kind of what I was just talking about here. So we'll see.
Okay, but if it is, it'd be really funny.
It would be really funny.
That would be so funny.
Hidaka, or not Hidaka, Jigoku Tanki.
after I discarded the other two already.
Yep. Reach.
Reach.
So I take it you were calculating your weights?
4, 5, 8.
I think so. I think you're missing one. Hold on. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think it's just 4, 5, 8. So it's not 3, is it?
No.
No. Yeah.
Because the 5.
Yep. No, I was here, so you know. It was almost Chinitsu. Like it had the potential.
You were waiting. Oh yes, I had 2 3s. I wasn't giving you any of that.
Yeah. Chinitsu is the best. Second best is Honitsu. I'll pay 2,000 for that chance. That's fine. It's an intriguing case. Sorry. Yeah, I drew a lot of them and then it all dried up. It's a little crazy. But you think about it, you're only like 1 out of 4 to draw a specific suit. Sorry. Thought you had it. My thoughts exactly. Reach. Oh, okay.
No.
But to your point though, Nelson, like one of the reasons that well, not reasons. What word am I looking for? One thing a lot of new players have to watch out for is they see a lot of a single suit and they just start calling tiles. With me, generally, unless I have a reason to force something, I won't start calling until I can see 4 blocks. That's kind of the minimum. Because you need to be able to complete it by yourself if you have to. And if you're more than 4 Shanten, that'll never happen. I mean, not never, but you know. Why'd I do that anyway? Yeah. Okay. If I was going to do that, I probably should have done the last turn. Not this turn. It's this turn. This is almost certainly better. I don't know. I just feel like playing aggressively right now for some reason. I hate this game. It's fine.
Oh, I'm definitely reading the shit out of that.
Of course. I don't think this hand ever completes. Well, I guess that draw gives it a shot, though.
Oh, that's good. Holy shit.
Third one.
Imagine if Ron was the call there. Guess that's a tile. Let me say tile. It's fine. We don't need to win this hand anyway.
She just kept all the pins.
Tiny okay. 611.
I made it to Tempai. There's just a Hellway Kanchan with no Yaku.
Ah, yeah. Can I make change?
Why?
Just in case I need to pay a certain amount of price in the future.
So at that point, you're making change to avoid making change later, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to need to have a real nice run back.
I believe in you.
Now we know that.
I told him I believe in him. I know, it's surprising to me too. I don't believe in many things. But Reed, that's someone you can believe in. Even if there are no other tall grasses nearby. I think I just heard a soul chat. Closest competitor is probably there on my left. As far as I can tell. Close game overall. But I think I'm in the narrow first.
I'm not above 30, so you have to be.
Oh, I thought you were.
I'm at 28. 27, 8.
39-6.
4, 6.
Oh, I have a bigger lead than I thought it was. I guess we've all evenly lost points.
How much did you say you have again?
39-6 was it?
Okay.
I think this is 1,000.
Those have been six.
Yes, that is 1,000. So yeah, that's 39-6. That's a good draw.
Terminal Dora, huh?
Dr. Fedora. I could have made it darker. Doctor, it's Dora. She's. That's a weird draw. Jesus Christ, Nelson. Yeah, I guess if you don't allow people to cheat, all they'll do is con. Makes perfect sense, right? So best draw here is that tile. But I'll take either this tile or that tile. If I draw this, I discard this. So I think, oddly enough, under very few conditions do I discard this tile next turn. Even though that's kind of the gut instinct a lot of times. The exception would be drawing the tile that goes here. Is that an exception? It's weird. I can say that. God, is that an exception? It is. Jeez. Okay. Guess I am dropping that. Because now I'm bolstering this sort of thing and offering options to leave myself with this here.
Arthur, you ready to play again?
I did, Mordecai. But I'll do it again, just for you.
Yeah, I will reply.
See, that's a great draw. But now what? I think it's correct to do this first. Peak Ishanten theory chat. It's an important one. So in that kind of situation, Nelson, generally you cut the weakest one. So the exception should be 6-block theory, if that makes sense. So there's not really a rule for what to discard once you have the 6 blocks, so much as you're trying to figure out if you can cut to 5. So the 6th block, to me, typically, has to add value of some kind. Like, you don't want to do it just for efficiency because it'll be worse efficiency later in the hand, in general. But yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want that tile. I think I can discard that tile. I can't discard that tile. Damn it. 29?
Yeah.
No. That goes up 39. Need 11 back. Fine.
What's the problem? So
Need 2 back. Wait, no, you were.
What is that?
Yeah, because you need home bow, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep. Okay, so 35. I'm down to 35.7. And that brings you up to about 30-ish? A little bit under. 28.
28.
Yeah.
28.5.
Yep.
That puts me in a very disappointing 27.84.
Another opening concealed triplet of a 4 pin. I couldn't get it when it was the door.
Yep. Okay, so this game's got a lot closer, which I don't like. So now I'm within Mahjong range of Ian, if I remember correctly.
Still on 27-8.
Yeah, so Mahjong overtakes me now.
27? Yeah.
Why do I always give view bots? Sorry. There we go. Yep. Presumably. Could be more sinister than that.
Is this one?
They are not in first yet. So they were down to like 24,000 or so. So now they're about 28. So 8,000 points is enough for anyone to end the game. And the three of them are very close, which would incentivize these two to make fast cheap hands, which I'm a fan of. So that's why I'm saying it out loud, because I want to promote them to do it. Which is also something that'd be discouraged in a tournament.
So making a fast cheap hand to keep your place?
Telling people that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
No, fast cheap hand is completely fine in a tournament. Something like that, Nelson. So, interesting draw. But it's a day late, so a little bit unfortunate there. So if you could actually use mind control in Mahjong, you could like force people to shuffle tiles in certain ways. Could be great. If I could have made that one draw one turn earlier, chat, this hand would be so different right now. Great question.
Thinking about door acceptance.
Instead, here we are. Apparently I just made some bad decisions here. We'll see. Maybe it'll turn out just fine. Oh, this tile looks so suspicious right now. No one? Okay. You could only hope, Mordecai.
Home.
God, now I have to make decisions. I mean, that's not really a decision, I guess. That's just fine. No, Nelson, not at all. Like, if the option's there, sure, but yeah. Well, it's not even that darkness. I can talk more about some of the decisions after the hand here. Roll. Pin Fedora. 23. So the big thing there, Chad, is it's all last. So being in first, you don't care about the value. You don't want to greed for it or anything. I was taking the fastest hand that could still play defense if someone else reached or what have you. Even if it doesn't end up with the eat still. But yeah, I was sad because I drew into... I drew this tile into this shape right after you discarded that. So I would have been able to chi and be 10 pound this already. But luckily didn't need it. All right.
Fun.
Thank you, Mordecai. I was actually just doing that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the big thing.
Yeah, cheap white double door.
Yep. All right. Good game. Who's got a phone for recording?
I do. Are you?
Did you still end up beating him?
No, I wasn't last.
Oh, sorry.
Those pinned somewhere.
Yeah, do I have second by a margin of 500 points?
Yeah, no, it was super close. So this is 39,000 on the dot. I was really hoping I got to make a joke because if I had this instead, if I rolled someone, I could have said, yeah, and anyone could end the game with an 8,000 point hand. So this would be exactly 8,000 points. But Alas. Sorry, Mordecai, you lost your over-under.
Where was the last one?
Mordecai was betting on 3 sumos. I got 2, and that pawn prevented this tile from being my sumo. Yep. All right, gonna switch out the mics real quick. Chat, you'll probably hear some weird stuff.
So we're good to I guess we're good to play again.
Okay. Okay, so it is just not the Hanchan, it is the whole night. Got it. So 1 more sumo the entire night.
2,500. I'm gonna get a refill of one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the little Mahjong. I shall be back shortly.
Okay.
I saw that without fail. I saw that. Oh, yeah.
Good. No, that was a nice one. Oh, I could Mordecai. No, I have somewhere to be, but not for like 3 hours. So I should be fine. I'm planning on running back to work maybe. So Tata, we actually don't play Renho. We do not score Renho as a Mangan, like some rule sets do. Mainly because, why would you declare Renho when you could just try to get a Chiho sumo? It's way better. Alright, we're gonna try this real quick again. So far, hasn't been successful, but there's gotta be a way to lift all 4 walls at once. Let's see if we can figure it out. Because like 3 is relatively easy. Thanks. Takes a little bit of finger strength and everything, but I used to be a circus performer. I've got great finger strength. Residual finger strength at this point, but you know. Okay, so let's give it one more shot here. There's no way it's going to work, so expect to see a small explosion of tiles here. But if it works, we get to catch it on stream. So, all right. I wonder if we alternate walls, if that would work. So if we put this one here, that one there, and really squeeze tight. No, there's no way. That doesn't support the edges. It's like 3, you just do finger, 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 and then reach to get the middle with these 2. But you can't do the 4th finger. So what I've been trying to do is split the ring finger on the 2 middle walls. I think that's the only reasonable way to do it. So I'm just going to go fast and try it. Here we... Nope. Okay. That's about as well as I expected it to go. But one of these times we're going to get it. That's the important part.
Valiant attempt.
Yep. One attempt to club night. That's the important part. Those 4-year wins. Hey, the compass is right.
I think this is a win time.
Imagine it wasn't, though. I don't even know if it's bigger hands so much as bigger fingers. I've got like these tiny little ones. So maybe that's the real thing. I need to gain a ton of weight so I get sausage fingers, and then I can do that easier. That'd be perfect. But then I might lack the dexterity for it. So kind of a trade-off, right? Don't worry, Esther. I'm actually trying to lose weight right now. I'm doing a decent job of it. I just need to cook more often at home and everything. It's been extremely stressful recently, so I've been mostly going home and becoming a lump until like 1 a.m., which isn't exactly healthy either, because then I get no sleep, blah, 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 ADHD, etc. But I think I'm going in the right direction. We'll see. Yep, that's the thing. Performance-enhancing drugs are what won me the New York tournament last year. Also known as Adderall. I don't know if that's actually true or not, because the effects of ADHD are still very much there. I still can't do Tadashi and Sumogiri as well as I'd like to. Especially not while streaming, but that doesn't really count. That's a good draw. I like that draw.
Is the bird locked in jail?
Why not? Bad birds go to bird jail. It's that easy.
No such thing as bad birds.
There's some pretty bad birds, let's be honest. Pterodactyls, fucking terrifying. That's why they call them no idea. Anyway.
Australian magpies.
Australian magpies, interesting.
They just want
There's like a month or so out of the year called swooping season, where they just start swooping at people.
Oh, that's the best. Just love when birds attack. It's like that one old sci-fi movie when Mars attacks, except with birds.
Pretty sure there was an entirely different movie about when birds attacked.
Most likely.
I think it was called
Snakes on a Plane? Is that what it was about?
Avians.
Have you seen Tyre?
Is that the one where
It's about a tire.
Yes, and
Yeah.
like it's on Route 66, but like another 6 gets burnt into the
I can't remember. I
highway
haven't actually
marker.
seen it, but yeah. That sounds like something they'd do. No, I'm a fan of bad movies in the right context. Yes, I do, Nelson. Unfortunately, I cannot just play Mahjong with my life. I work as a quality manager in a manufacturing facility. Started out my career as a process engineer. And after taking my quality classes, I was like, yep, there's no way I'm going into quality for a career. And then at my very first job, we had like 3 quality managers over the course of a year, and they were all awful and got fired. So when it came to new model launch timing, they're like, hey, Kathy, we need someone to do quality shit. You want to do quality shit? And it kind of stuck, actually. I enjoy the statistics side of it. It opened up a pretty good career path for me, though. It depends, Nelson. There's pros and cons for everything. One thing that people don't tell you about a lot is ADHD hyperfocus. So you hear all about indecisiveness and impulsiveness being associated with ADHD. But the hyperfocus, if you get something that you really need to work on, like you've probably seen the ADHD people that like mess around and everything until there's a deadline, and then they're just like nose to the grindstone, grinding out whatever they need. That's ADHD hyperfocus. So you are able to sometimes channel that sort of thing into really getting a task done. Still not necessarily ideal, but it's nice to be able to do that. And it's not exactly something you can turn off or on either. It's just what I do, Tata. It's probably the ADHD I've been talking about. But once you learn a habit like that, it's hard to get rid of. It's upside down. Thought that was a different tile.
It just feels bad.
I'll just keep drawing honor tiles over here after breaking my Nagashi. Well, the thing is, Nelson, you're assuming I don't enjoy my job. I do. There's bad things about it, but there's bad things about everything.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely, Tata. This is not a quiet room filled with tension. I don't do it in tournaments or anything like that. That's just not a good idea. But here, No, in tournaments I pretty much have to sit on my hands to not do it, but that's a different story. I think that's the way to go. Not my favorite way to go, but I think it's the route. Yeah, absolutely. Like, even our gambling is not in a quiet room. Like, not our gambling, but like at tournaments and that sort of thing, it is certainly not quiet. Not that we would ever gamble at tournaments. That's, no. Naka Sushi. Ooh, that's rough. Actually, is it? It doesn't look the worst, actually. It's way better than the other option I had. I guess I got a couple options here, but you know.
Committed to it already.
Sumo. Chitoi Tanya Dorisan Haneman.
Those three.
Thank you. Oh, that's a hell of a hand. Dama Haneman on Ron, even. Yeah, so see, Chad, even though technically I would have gotten more points if I reached you there, you don't reach you those hands. It's not worth it. It's free Mordecai, so were you going for dead on or going for over? I can't remember. Thank you, Mordecai.
Actually, I'll see what we win.
3 pin and the last west.
So just last west, because I was not discarding my 3 pins, yeah.
But a very, very nice looking last west.
Yeah, the reason that I knew the 7 pin was safe there is because I had a Kabe of 5. So there didn't really seem to be any other outs for you to be waiting on that. No, so when you score a hand, you have to decide the shapes that the hand is in. So 7 pairs, by definition, is 7 pairs. You don't have any runs. So you can't have any Peiko. But yeah, there's lots of situations where you have to choose which way to interpret the hand. Like it's, most of the time they're like, you know, academic edge cases more than anything, but sometimes it comes up. But like imagine that you had 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 in your hand. That can be scored as Ipeiko with a double run of 1, 2, 3 and another run of 1, 2, 3. Or you could score it as 3 concealed triplets. So in most cases, you want to do 3 concealed triplets because it's worth more than Ipeiko. But the thing is, if you get that kind of hand and you have Junchan on top of it, then Ipeiko Junchan is going to be worth more. So. Okay, what do we do from here? Boom. That's what we do from here.
Chat, are we cooked?
It's fine.
It's East 2.
Exactly. You got plenty of time. I've come back from worse. All I've done is sumo Haneman. and pulling a ace. It's not a huge deal. No, Mordecai, you don't. Nelson, I believe most forms of Ricci require you to score the hand as high as possible. I don't think you're allowed to take a lower scoring. Huh. Oh no, there's absolutely reasons to do that sort of thing, but I don't think it's allowed to. Yeah, I think it's in most tournament rule sets that hands score their highest value and hands are self-scoring. So if another player notices that you missed your score, you should be scoring more, technically they're supposed to say it. Now, proving that they knew that is incredibly difficult. But you know. What is that draw? I hate it. I really wish I could have discarded this instead.
Again, it'll be really funny if it is.
I don't think so, Nelson. So that's the thing, is it's really hard to prove, right? So I forgot is pretty much a perfect defense. Like it's hard to look at someone and say, no, you didn't. A lot of times, like I talked with someone else that I know about this, who basically said that he verifies what his opponents say, like verify that that's in the hand, but they don't really look beyond that. They don't try to score higher. So it's sort of using ignorance as a tool, if that makes sense, to prevent from having to score your opponent's hand higher. But yeah, it's a really weird niche because there's a lot of rules like that. Like it works very much on the honor system. One example is if your opponent forgets to draw and then discards, in a tournament, like top level pros and everything, that's a chombo. Like that is an aborted hand, you're done, it's over. But if no one notices, if no one points it out, you just keep playing, right? So there was someone who will remain nameless in the Ricci Mahjong community in America who was advocating that his players not say anything if they notice that, if they see that condition, until it benefits them. Wrong. 2000. So it's kind of a weird little situation. Now, I would never advocate for that. If you notice something, you need to say something, but it's hard to enforce otherwise.
Or you're waiting. Or you're waiting.
Oh, just the freestyle.
I got lucky then.
I made a good decision earlier on what to discard, which allowed me to keep the free I threw.
Was that a 6 roll last time? So, never mind.
4.
4? Okay. Yeah. So talked about we don't really arrange the dead wall in general, and again by tournament standards and everything. You want to reduce the amount of handling you do of all the tiles. The exception there is like making it easier for someone to draw from the wall. So that's why you see me like move my wall towards people and everything. But as far as the dead wall goes, it doesn't make sense to start breaking it and everything until you get very, very close. And really, it's only necessary if there's confusion, if there's a con or something. So you know exactly where the wall ends.
Once it gets close, I like to pull,
Yeah.
mark it so that it's easier to count.
Yeah, so this kind of thing is specifically to make it easier for all players to draw. Okay.
Can she be stopped?
Yes. That has been demonstrated multiple times.
I mean, got momentum on your side, that's all I'm saying.
Yep, exactly. So the only thing we really do to the dead wall is what you see right here. The idea is that this tile is actually a very important one. So with all the like movement and everything, it's fairly easy to knock over the corner of a wall. That'll be the tile that falls over the most often. So we put it down like that to prevent it from becoming a problem anywhere. This is a hand that exists. It's just extra tile handling, Nelson. It's really all it comes down to. The less, is that right? The less you touch the wall, is that proper English? I think it is. The less you touch the wall, the less likely it is that you'll screw something up.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this sort of thing does help that with new players especially. With very new players, what we do is we'll actually put the dice here. Because then it makes it incredibly obvious where you're supposed to draw from. Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Come on, bro! Why would you do that, bro?
Oh, you're skipping a step, Nelson. I'm not skipping a step. The other way to do it would be alternate reality Mahjong. So everyone wears AR glasses, excuse me. So all the tiles are virtual and they cannot be knocked over. Then you put on haptic feedback gloves so it feels like you're actually gripping something. It's perfect. I've actually looked into like VR and that sort of thing. VR is one of my potential lottery strategies. If I ever win the lottery, one of the things I'll do, because I have this idea where basically a AR laser tag arena would be absolutely fantastic. Also a liability nightmare, but you know. Mordecai, I have news for you.
one way to avoid liability, and you can totally avoid it, but you could give everybody their own treadmill that they're on, and then
Yeah, it would definitely reduce the liability a lot, but that could be harder and less immersive is kind of what I'm looking at. So for the full immersion, if you actually like put up movable walls and everything and then use the AR for scenery and everything, it's great. The problem is if you don't space something right or something lags or, god damn it. It's a strange hand. Oh yeah, no, those treadmills are fantastic. Reach. Took forever for that hand to reach Senpai, but you know, here we are. Thank you, Mordecai. No, not sumo yet. We'll see, Mordecai. No one else looks super dangerous. I don't think anyone's really looking to push, but I could be wrong. It just depends on my mood. Exactly, Mordecai. I am playing Mahjong in my soul. I have a feeling we're about to see a lot of white dragons.
How horrible.
There's one.
Yeah.
So chat, notice how since I declared Ricci, no Manzu tiles have been discarded. Who would have thought? No, Tata, we don't play with that. We play Tenho rules, which has stacking Yakuman, but only for unique Yakuman. Otherwise, it encourages degenerate things like drawing a Kokoshi, discarding it and reaching, and then waiting on any of the 13. And my battery for some reason. That's not good. One moment, please, chat. Don't know why it wouldn't be charging. There we go. So hopefully I don't lose you here. I'm apparently down to 5%. But I did just switch to a higher power charging. So we'll see. Wrong. Didn't feel. 29. All right.
That's gonna draw.
I did a thing again. The 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The thing that isn't worth anything in Japanese Mahjong, but it is in Chinese. But no, I was Ishan 10 on the second discard. So that's why my discards look so weird. It's because they were all Sumudiri. Multi-roll. So it's pretty much just all 10-hit rolls. I guess I should specify 10-hit ladder rolls. Or 10-hit ranked, I can't remember what term they use. Though I guess actually that's not specific enough because they do have other ranked rooms. They used to have even more variety, but I don't even think they do anymore. They used to be able to play like Akanashi and stuff on Tenho.
I mean, this room still exists.
Yeah. If you can find a game on them.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody on it, but they exist.
Yeah. Okay. I hit the far wall. It's legal in craps.
Are we playing craps?
No.
We could be. What does this hand do? Yeah, I'm gonna lower my screen brightness to try to save battery because it's just like stuck at 5% right now. But it still says it's charging, so hopefully it's not lying to me. The thing is, if you are in a situation where you get double roamed, you kind of deserve it, right? Like, sure, there's times where you can't really help it, but most of the time, from what I've seen, when people get double roamed, it's because they're like trying to push into 2 reaches and stuff.
I mean, the other time that happened, they did reach and the other people pushed it.
Alright, switching charging one more time to the highest level of charging. I don't know why they give you 3 different ones, but it's a thing. But yeah, so basically I think I prefer multi-roam. But obviously all tournaments are... Then you deserve it, Nelson. It's just karma. You assume deserve meant like play and that sort of thing, but not necessarily. It could just be karma. Exactly, Lane. You've got it. There's a world where I discard this. But actually, this is this. Yeah. Seems right. No, like so we have a wall of shame here, right? Like if you bust, we get your picture on the wall, say what you died to, all that sort of thing. Last words, yeah, all that stuff. But in the situations where there's like a turn 7 concealed Yakuman and stuff like that, we generally don't put you on the wall for that. Like, yeah, you busted, but there's a caveat there. I mean, that's how most rules in Mahjong came about, right? Someone's playing and like, oh, I don't like how that worked. Let's change it.
I want to be able to take this pawn that I'm next to.
Exactly. I want to be able to cheat this 2-3-7.
That's how most things work.
Exactly. Exactly, Nelson. Oh, it is Lane? I didn't know that. What's the name for it? Apparently I shouldn't have discarded Sosa.
Seems that way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was thinking the origin for the name, but yeah. Okay, Nelson, thanks for stopping by. Really?
Thank you.
Figured there's somewhere.
Yeah.
Turnabout's fair play. Oops.
And our order would have been different.
Huh. Something tells me I shouldn't push into this. Seems like a bad choice. We don't need to make that decision. $600 all. Yeah, $600 all.
Including the Honda?
Yeah. Yep, there's Tanya Nomi. That hurts. The moment you reach you, that's when they sumo.
Oh, this happens.
100% of the time, it works every time.
Remember, kids, reaching just gives your opponent 1,000 points. Always Dama.
Always Dama.
Always Dama.
No, honestly, people should Dama more than they do.
Never.
I should probably Dama more than I do. I was going to Dama that hand if I drew it, but yeah. Didn't really have the luxury. It just took too long.
Winning any hand pays you back plus
Thank you, Mordecai.
what you lost last time. Correct.
First thing is they just have to win.
Correct.
And if he wins, it includes the Reachy stick.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment, actually. This is an off.
I'm gonna start sorting my hand.
Yeah, we do play with Open Reachy actually, Papa.
Does anybody
Hell
ever
with it.
called an open?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the wrong pair.
He doesn't have a pair of
Don't have a
Hatsu.
pair of Hatsu.
Definitely not.
Ignore that. These are not.
Pay no attention to the dragon behind the curtain.
I've played Space Mahjong before, but that ain't it.
Oops.
Any honor completes a pawn of honors.
Some soppy shit.
If they're all dragons, it's Yaku. If it includes your seat or roundwind, it's Yaku.
Sorry.
They're fun.
It's a certified 127 moment.
You know what I'm gonna draw now.
It's always how it goes, isn't it? Choto. Pawn.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I said Choto.
Jojo, yeah, no, my brain wasn't working.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, did I just discard twice? I'm sorry.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good? Okay.
It's okay. I'm not discarding the 6, so next. Yeah, the open reach that I can think of most readily is actually with my coworkers. We were playing, and I had to either direct hit a specific person for a Mangan or sumo a Haneman, and they reached. So I open reach behind them. So everyone's going to fold against me except for them because they reached, obviously, to try to direct hit them intentionally. And it worked. Got the Gaku-ten off of it. I feel like I tell that story every week. Yep. What if I told you I had the other pair of them? How would that make you feel?
Very confused.
No different from normally. So sad.
Yeah, my phone is just still perpetually stuck at 5%. Oh. Oh. Oh God, it dropped to 4. What's going on here? Why? Yep. Sorry if things lag for a moment, chat. I need to... So hopefully that fixes that problem. Otherwise, the stream might get cut short at some point here. God damn it. This hand could have been so good.
Thank you. Question is, how do I avoid doing this?
Just don't.
Just don't?
Yeah.
Just don't avoid
He
doing
gave
it?
you something, you have to give him something. That's the rule, right?
Give me something else. I don't like it.
I like it. Sorry, I was just too excited to discard that tile.
Yeah. You can Butsu dropped.
Holy hell.
I don't know why this is eating my... Oh, the screen is frozen. That's not good. Chat, is other people... Are your screens frozen too, or is it just one? Can anyone verify? I have one thing I can try to fix it. Okay, one moment, please. The bot will probably start going crazy again, but...
Invincible Aka. Invincible Aka. 22, 42.
22?
I have 3 back.
Okay. So chat, is the stream still frozen, or what's going on here?
Is that me getting pinged because you just restarted the stream?
Yeah, probably. Could you go to the stream and see if it's frozen?
Okay.
I'll make you close it afterwards.
Yeah.
I just want to see what's going on.
We're all gonna watch it for our own benefit.
Perfect. If I sumo, you can't stop it.
Alright.
I have 6 notifications from this Discord channel. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's been going a little bit crazy. No image. What? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, chat, I'm gonna end the stream and then immediately bring it back up. So I don't know if that on YouTube that stays the same or what. So just give me just a moment and then try rejoining, and that should fix the problem. So I'll be right